The British Army History Chapter 1 #Origins. Main articles: English Army and Royal Scots Army. The English Army was first established as a standing military force in 1660. 234 in 1707, when many regiments of the English and Scottish armies were already combined under one operational command and stationed in the Dutch Republic, fighting in the War of Spanish Succession. Consequently, although the regiments were now part of the new British military establishment, they remained under the same operational command, and so not only were the regiments of the old armies transferred in situ to the new army, so too was the institutional ethos, customs, and traditions of the old standing armies that had been created shortly after the Stuart Restoration, 47 years earlier. 5. Oliver Cromwell, 1656, by Samuel Cooper. Stuart Asquith argues full roots before 1660. 6. Many authorities quote the Restoration of 1660 as the birth date of our modern British Army. While this may be true as far as continuity of unit identity is concerned, it is untrue in a far more fundamental sense. The evidence of history shows that the creation of an efficient military machine, the new model army, and its proving on the battlefield, predates the Restoration by 15 years. It was on the fields of Naseby, Dunbar and Dunes that the foundations of the British professional army were laid. The new model army was the first full-time professional army raised within the three kingdoms of England, Ireland and Scotland. 7. It was created in 1645 by the English Long Parliament, and it proved supreme in field. At the end of the First Civil War, the new model army survived attempts by Parliament to disband it. Winston Churchill described its prowess thus. 8. The story of the Second English Civil War, short and simple. King, lords and commons, landlords, merchants, the city and the countryside, bishops and presbyters, the Scottish army, the Welsh people, and the English fleet, all now turned against the new model army. The army beat the lot, having survived Parliament's attempts to disband it. The new model army prospered as an institution during the interregnum. It was disbanded in 1660 with the restoration of the Stuart monarchy under Charles II. 9. Head and shoulders portrait of Charles with heavy jowls. He wears a wig of long black curls and a suit of armour. Charles II c. 1680 to 1685 by John Riley. At his restoration, Charles II sought to create a small standing army made up of some former Royalist and New Model Army regiments. On the 26th of January 1661, Charles II issued the royal warrant that created the first regiments of what would become the British Army. Although Scotland and England maintained separate military establishments until the Acts of Union 1707,